My name is Marco Percoco, and I'm going to teach policy evaluation for the second time. What is policy evaluations? I would like to start with three examples. The first one, over the period 2000-2006, the European Union has spent about 200 billion euros for regional development to make regions converge towards a very long-run city-state. Secondly, the fight against malaria needs about $6 billion per year, but we are actually spending about $1 billion per year. Third example, in 2008, a road price, a congestion charge, has been introduced in Milan. So in this class, in the policy analysis class, we'll try to provide some answers to two different questions. What are the effects of this type of policy interventions? And secondly, is it worth spending for malaria eradication or to introduce a congestion charge in an urban environment? Well, we will use mainly three types of tools. The first tool is a qualitative policy analysis. The second tool is the quantitative policy analysis. And the final tool is cost-benefit analysis. Well, I think this is a course in public policy. It's an economics of public policy. But I like to think about this class as practical economics, or economics for practitioners. So we'll try to keep economics into the real world. And to make so, we'll try to establish a causal link between policy interventions and the outcomes of policies. Well, the instructors are going to be, well, myself, Bruno Arpino and Simone Ghislandi. Bruno is from the Department of Decision Sciences, and Simone Ghislandi is from DIMAP, so Department of Institutional Analysis and Public Management. And they both do a wonderful job in introducing you several tools. Well, what about the contents? First of all, the logics of project and policy evaluation. We'll try to introduce you also to project evaluation, so single intervention. I will introduce you also to the evaluation of the European Union regional policy actions, because you may know that in the European Union, as for the European Commission, evaluation is compulsory for certain types of actions. But they are very different. It's very qualitative, and it's very different from the type of policy analysis you have seen in other classes, and you will see also in these classes. But I think it's very, very important to understand why there's a fallacy in estimating the effect of policy interventions at the European Union level. Well, after that, we will introduce also quantitative methods for policy analysis, and I'm sure you will, you know most of them. So propensity score matching, selection bias versus instrumental variable estimates, regression discontinuity, and we will discuss deeply examples from the European Union policy evaluation, healthcare reform, both in developing countries such as Vietnam, for example, or Thailand, or China, and healthcare reform in the US. After that, we're going to go through the temporal dimension of policy evaluations, and we will use difference in differences, so in structural break analysis. And we will have examples from transport policy, for example, the patente a punti in Italy, so it's for the driving license. How many lives have we saved thanks to the patente a punti, for example? And malaria eradication, territorial pacts for employment, investment subsidies to firms. Finally, we will keep everything together once we have estimated precisely the effect of given policies into the cost-benefit analysis. In Europe, we have a very, it's very well documented and it's very strict. The rules we have for cost-benefit analysis, so we'll try to establish the price of the effects. So we will introduce you to shadow pricing and social discounting, and we will introduce you also to this simple decision rule, but it's very powerful. So the net present value rule. As for ratings, we have lecture notes and papers and reports. They are uploaded on the course web pages. As for the assessment method, as in other classes, we have written exam with a possible midterm evaluation consisting in a 70% of the final grade, and the remaining 30% will be given on the basis of a team project. And the team project, you may choose between a review of the literature on certain topics and or some data work. So I look forward to seeing you in the class, and this is from La Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem. We'll try to make this class less painful, okay? So, bye.